Hello, I'm here in the back cave and I just wanted to show you a few things I've been up to. The weather's been a little bit warmer, so it does motivate you to get on and do a few things. Today I'm looking at just reconditioning the rudder and tiller assembly. To be honest with you, there's not much to do on this at all, and I am being a bit picky and finicky. But we'll go through all the jobs and then we'll see and work out if we're going to do anything with them. First thing was this tiller handle, could do with a bit of a very quick sand and a polish. The tiller extension, I don't even know what that's made of. It almost feels plasticky, but I might try and test patch a little bit of Dex oil and see if that suffices for this. Otherwise, we could maybe varnish it as well, just make sure it's looked after. This handle, it did go a little bit mouldy because this is just sort of normal rope, and I think I left it on the boat. It got a bit damp, so we could redo it, but it would be a shame. I might try and just paint something over it, even if it was epoxy, just to sort of keep that there. It's been really successful. It's really strong and kept the split in the tiller extension, really nice and secure. The other thing we've got to do, let's just get the stand on here, is this tiller arm. Let's just move the tiller back. The tiller arm, I don't know if you remember some of my videos, the tiller arm goes down too much. I need the tiller arm to be about there because it catches, and I don't know if you can see that there, it catches that little U bend that and then the little bit of metal that sticks out that locks the rear locker, the transom locker up, and you can see that's actually gouged out some wood there, so that'll need a little bit of attention. So I want to sort of make this so it rests not there but about there. The other reason for doing that is when we've got the tiller pilot on, having it raised just that little bit more will help the tiller pilot seat much more level. So that's the next job. The other job was, I just want to make sure I can... do you know what? I don't even know what this is for. I'm going to have to find out. But it doesn't look like it's... Oh, in fact, that doesn't look like it's in at all well, does it? It's almost threaded at the back there. So, okay, that bolt needs thinking about. Let's just put that up there. I want to undo everything, get the tiller arm off, and just make sure that I can sort of get this off. I don't know whether that's supposed to come off. I might not remove this and play with this because I don't want to tempt fate. The other thing is, under here, you may not be able to see, this wood is just lacking a bit of TLC. You can feel the wood's just starting to get a little bit of dry in there, so that just needs something on it, varnish probably. I can't get the wood out here because these are actually sort of hammered over rivets, and they're the same the other side, so I'd actually have to drill these out and then maybe replace them with screws, which probably wouldn't be that good. So unfortunately I can't remove the tiller arm from this sort of assembly. So I've managed to get this side. There's like a bolt this side, and that's come off straight off. No problems at all. Everything looks a little bit oxidised on here. So let's pop that up there so we don't lose it. This bolt that goes in this here has obviously just kind of fallen out, so we're going to have to work out what that does. Now, I could undo this Allen key, but I don't really want to. If this is a little bit... if this is corroded a little bit and it's stuck in that position, I don't really see any point in taking this collar off, to be honest with you. So I'm going to leave that. But I do need to get this bolt out. Now, I did try, and I moved it a little bit. Oh, there you go, a little bit more. But it's so stiff that I think I don't want to snap the thread off in the middle there. That would be a world of pain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the good old WD-40 out and give that a really good soaking overnight before we do anything. Hopefully get this spray to just soak down the thread. You can see it's not coming off here. It is actually soaking through the thread. And just to help it along the way, we'll do a little bit of that. I don't know whether this just needs to be tapped out or whether it is threaded. So the safest bet is to just see if we can, you know, move it with the spanner a little bit, and then we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to leave that probably overnight. I'm going to top it up with a little bit of WD-40 whenever I remember, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow. Hello, we're back. So I've just given this another good dousing. I had about 2 or 3 little sprays of this. So I've lifted it up. We're going to try and see if this will unscrew a little bit easier now. Let's have a look. It does seem a little bit easier. But at the same time, I don't want to... So you can see it's turning quite freely now. Oh, actually the bolt is now coming out. Yeah, so you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a little gap appearing. I think the thread is quite fine. So now I've got that going, it is actually coming undone a lot more easily. But there we go. Brilliant. You can see there that, yeah, that bolt just needs cleaning up, and there's a lot of grit and sand inside there. So it's probably a really good exercise to do this, to get it all, you know, oiled and all the corrosion sort of got rid of. Oh, and that, I just better remember that this washer goes on this side, actually. There should maybe be another washer on the other side, shouldn't there? But no, there isn't. So the washer goes that side. Oh gosh, my hands are full of oil now. But that's going to make the job much easier now. I can take this over to the workshop and have a good look at this. And then, yeah, it'll just make the job easier getting everything sort of renovated. Brilliant. So I just realised I've got my auto sole here. So let's just give a little bit of this aluminium here a little bit of a hand polish, see if we can sort of get it back to former glory in any way. We could get this looking quite shiny actually. Yeah, it looks good. So we'll get the Dremel on that as well. Yeah. I've been buying a few bits and bobs, not much, but you know, when there's a bargain to be had, you need to sort of think about it. So the first thing, I'm laughing because, well, you're about to find out. The first thing I've had done, a couple of number plates. These were, in fact, I got these done for free by someone, and they're just, look, Sailing with Dave 001. They're just number plates that I can put over my number plates when I'm filming, because blurring them out on the video, you know, it takes ages sometimes. So, you know, I choose, in the UK, I don't think you can glean too much from a number plate, but I think it's better to be safe than sorry for security reasons, just to obscure your number plate, you know, and there we go, no arguments then. So I've got a couple of number plates there. I've actually got them in yellow and white. The next thing, which are over here, and this will give a clue to the last thing I'm going to show you, but set of paddles, and they're not actually paddles, they are canoe. Is it canoe paddle? Yeah. And these, it's hard to do one-handed. There we go. They snap on. You can alter the angle, so you know you can have this side. You know, you have to sort of flick your wrists a little bit. And these are so I can paddle like this. Now, there's a few reasons I've got this. Number one, I am thinking if I'm on Mocking D, and you know, one of the problems I've had with Mocking D with one paddle is that I just can't get to Lulu in anything like rough weather. It's really hard. So I'm hoping I can either use these as a bit of a paddle, like you know, more, and then paddle Mocking D front ways, more like a canoe. That's just, might not happen, but that was one idea. So I could literally, I think I could sit on the thwart of the mirror dinghy and actually paddle her. I might have to kind of go like that, but it will give me, you know, it will give me more paddles per minute, if you know what I mean. Whereas one paddle, where you're sort of going like this and then having to go like this the other side, you know, that sort of, you know, you can see how much slower you're paddling. So I might do that. And I did say that would leave, give away what I've bought for my next thing. The next thing is, I have had a problem with working out having a little inflatable tender to get on and off Lulu when I'm cruising, because obviously I can't take Mocking D with me. So this is actually a Beluta pack raft. I've been through the houses and back again on this, so I'm going to do another video about how I chose a tender. This is actually a pack raft style, so it's like a canoe style, but it's not the pack raft brand. I looked high and low. I spoke to someone who had a pack raft who loves it and uses it for his lugger, but I can't afford one. They're like £1,400, you know, minimum really, and you've got to buy bits and bobs for it. So this one, this was £200 off eBay, and it's like a Russian brand, and it's called the Beluta pack raft. It gets pretty decent reviews from what I had a look at online, and you know, I'll do a few vlogs on this as we get out and the weather gets a bit better. We may even take her out for a little spin, see what she's like. So actually that's what I've been doing this week. I guess the only other thing I've been doing is praying for the weather to change, but it's the end of December. You know, we've got about 7 to 9 degrees at the moment, which is brilliant really. I'm just waiting for the winter to pass. We've got loads to do, and that's coming up very soon as well. Right, speak to you later.